Hi, it's Bob and Kathleen Ledley. We want to talk a little bit about an idea we came up with a couple of years ago. We decided for the month of December that we each have to bless someone for every day in December. We discovered that to start off with, we were having difficulty coming up with ideas, but the more we thought about it, the easier it became. And it was a really great experience for us. We thought that for December, it'd be nice if we could improve Christmas for other people. Specific examples of things we did is we'd go through Tim Hortons and pay for the person's coffee or whatever they got ordered behind us. If we went out to dinner to a restaurant, we would give an extra large tip, maybe 3 times what they were expecting. And then simple things like if we were to line up and someone was trying to get into a parking spot, we'd let them in the parking spot, find a different one ourselves, or we'd find people ways to encourage them if we met them in various places in the community. So a lot of different things that we did.
So the reason we're sitting in front of the Multicultural Center is because Bob and I are host families for new immigrants through the Multicultural Center. And so one of the ideas that we had is one of our host families was a couple who had come from China, didn't know the language well, and didn't know our culture. So we invited them over in December to have a real Christmas dinner and to show them our house. They are fascinated by the lights that we have outside and the trees that we have inside at Christmas. And so we could tell them the meaning of those things, and also had a chance to tell them the meaning of the creche and about the baby Jesus.
Yeah, one of the things I do just before Christmas is there's a deli in our building that I go for lunch every day. And nobody ever leaves a tip because it's kind of a pick up and go thing. So what I decided to do is I took a $20 bill for each of the girls that worked in there, and I remember one of the girls saying, "You just made my day." It was a person that was very much down and out and was having difficulty with life, and so we knew he really enjoyed Tim Hortons, so we went and bought several gift cards, sent them to him anonymously so he didn't know who they came from.
One of the other things that I did was our host family, the husband of the family had very poor English skills, and he wanted to improve them, and they weren't improving fast enough for him to be able to be employed. So I met with him every single week, and for an hour or an hour and a half we would dialogue back and forth, and it was a safe environment for him to ask questions about how to pronounce different words and the meanings of them, and he grew very quickly to become proficient in English.
And I remember in early January driving through a snowstorm to an interview where he actually did get the job, but we wondered on the way back whether we were actually going to make it back to St. Catharines or not, but he was extremely thankful that I was able to sit in with him in the interview and help translate things, so it worked out really well.
We actually made a list each night of the things that we had done. If we had done them together, then it was easy to write it down. If we were separate and we had blessed somebody, then we were accountable to each other to make sure that we had done it. At the end of 31 days, we had a long list of those things in which ways we had blessed other people.
I think one of the times I paid in Tim Hortons for the person behind me, they had this very confused, I'm not sure what this really means, look on their face. I tried to avoid, get out of there before they caught up with me, but this one was right behind me with this look on her face, like, who the heck are you and what are you doing?
The next year, we decided to do the same thing and to take 31 days and bless people. But it didn't work out the same in the second year, and we didn't understand why until we realized that after 31 days we had formed a habit, a new habit, a way of blessing people. And as we had blessed people, it had become incorporated into our lives, and so we realized that the habit had been formed and we didn't need to do it another year. So we had been blessed just as much as those people we had blessed, and so it was paying it forward.